Hi, Patty Starker here from WestfordCAT, and I am with the Westford Health Director, Jeff Stevens, and we've been, hi Jeff, nice to see you. You've been very busy, so we try to do these weekly, but we can't always seem to find the time. But a lot has been going on over the last 5 or 6 days, and I thought that we should probably touch base and sort of clarify on a lot of it. I mean, 12 to 15-year-olds are now approved to get the vaccine, COVID vaccine. Charlie Baker has lifted restrictions in Massachusetts as of May 29th. I'd love to clarify that. And of course, just last week, the CDC said if you're fully vaxxed, you don't have to wear a mask. So let's find out who's considered fully vaxxed and why is all this happening at the same time, Jeff?
All right, so it is definitely a whirlwind of information that's happening all at the same time. There's no doubt about that. Yes, last week the CDC did make recommendations that people that are fully vaccinated do not need to wear masks. And the definition of a fully vaccinated person is somebody who has had either one dose of the Johnson & Johnson or the second dose of Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, and they have gone 2 weeks past that date. So whatever your date of your last dose of your vaccine was, after 14 days, you were then considered fully vaccinated at that point. What's confusing on the mask order on vaccinated and unvaccinated people is the CDC is making recommendations. They are not the governing body of the Commonwealth. So at this point, the governor has still left the mask mandate in place. It's going to expire, and it will expire on the 29th of May. And that mandate will be rewritten to include mask wearing in certain situations such as airports, congregate care, hospitals, healthcare, transportation situations that you'll still need to wear masks. So the mask mandate is definitely changing. It's going to change in a lot of situations where many people may not need one as often, which a lot of people will be very happy about, but there will be a lot of people that'll be very nervous about the fact that they don't have a mask on. And what I'd like to make sure everybody does is be cognizant of the fact that not everybody is ready to remove the mask and go back to a pre-COVID time. People are still nervous about what can very well be a dangerous disease in certain situations. So we need to be very respectful of those people and understand that if they're wearing them, that's what's making them comfortable. Additionally, businesses such as restaurants and stores may require masks to be worn in their businesses at all times. So if you go to a large chain or to the grocery store, there may still be a mask mandate at the store, and that's going to be their prerogative to enforce that. They can do that. They're allowed to make those rules themselves. If you don't want to follow it, they don't have to let you shop there either. That's been the case since day one.
Yeah, I don't want people to get combative, like you're saying, either with someone they see wearing a mask after, May 29th. Let it go. And also, yeah, be respectful of business owners. I mean, it's their business and they can make the rules. So I commend you on reminding people of that. So 12 to 15-year-olds, so they can get, is the vaccine out now for them, or is this something that is going to happen in the future?
So the Pfizer vaccine was given emergency use approval by the CDC and the FDA, and it is able to be dosed to children age 12 and up at this point. So it's 12 right through any age group. Under 12 is still being trialed. So children under the age of 12 still can't be vaccinated. And it is only the Pfizer vaccine. It is not the Moderna vaccine at this point. Moderna has not been granted emergency use approval as of yet. I do know that they are looking to get that, and their process is different than what Pfizer did. Therefore, it's just taking longer.
I have seen on social media there are some parents that are nervous for their children who are under 12 when the May 29th mask mandate changes. And, they can't get the vaccine, and there are going to be some people that are eligible for the vaccine that don't get it. I think they're a little nervous for their children. Is there anything that you would like to say to them?
I would say that if you're nervous about not having people vaccinated, to still follow what are known to be tried and true safety rules of wear a mask, socially distance, wash your and sanitize your hands when you can. I know that some people can't live in a bubble and it's going to be tough to do, but until we get to a point where we can vaccinate every and all children, that's something people may need to be cognizant of, and they need to operate at their own comfort level as well. That's going to be the most important thing for them. And that's one thing we can maybe offer to answer any questions they may have. But at the end of the day, on the 29th, almost all of the COVID regulations are going to be sunsetting or rescinding altogether, which means restaurants, bars, beer gardens are going to be able to have their full capacity. Events are going to have their full capacity. It's going to be very similar to what it was prior to COVID. There's still going to be some regulations and guidance, and the state of emergency does not expire until June 15th. So we're still going to be watching what local numbers do. The state is still going to be watching what all the state numbers do. And while there's a general thought that we will not see another resurgence at this point, we don't truly know. So we just need to make sure we're listening and paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. We just don't know. So we're going to, like you said, we're going to have to pay attention. And I'm sure if anybody has any questions or concerns, they can give you guys a call over there at the health department.
Yes, absolutely. Anytime.
So I must say, though, Massachusetts is doing really well in vaccinating its population. Last I've seen, unless the numbers have changed since yesterday, we were leading in the number of vaccines per capita in the United States. And the governor has said that he expects to reach the goal of 4.1 million adults being vaccinated by June. So, I mean, there's a real positive in that.
Yeah, and given the fact that we're at May 18th and we're going to hit that goal potentially by June 1st, I think is a real testament to every resident in the Commonwealth for just finding the time to get vaccinated and get it done. I think it's really important. I think the vaccines are safe, and I think people need to find the time to get it done. The more people we get vaccinated, the sooner we can put this completely in our rearview mirror.
I agree. It's been a tough, long year plus. So bravo to the residents of this fine Commonwealth, and bravo to all of you in the healthcare field. And you guys over there at the health department, I know it's been a long haul. So thanks for all that you guys have done. And thanks for spending the time once a week to chat with WestfordCAT and let residents know in Westford what's going on during this pandemic. You've really been accessible, and I appreciate it because I know you've been very busy. So thanks.
Well, we're happy to do it. We're happy to get any local numbers we can. And one good number that I am proud of for Westford alone is in our region, we are the most vaccinated community percentage-wise than all the other communities. We're at about 70% of people with at least one vaccine in their arm right now, which is
That's wonderful. That's great. Bravo, Westford. Yeah. Okay. All right, Jeff, anything else you'd like viewers to know?
at this point, we're just all kind of waiting for the 29th to get here, and we'll be just watching carefully on what happens. And all I ask everybody in town to do, and really all over the Commonwealth, is just be smart in what you do and be respectful of people that still choose to take precautions.
I agree. Thanks, Jeff. Good advice. And we'll touch base when things change, or hopefully we're going to have a positive summer and we see the trend continue with the numbers going down. So Thanks again, Jeff. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Patty. Anytime.
For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.